The 3 psychological rules most people never understand. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to gain influence everywhere they go? Not because they're the smartest, not because they're the hardest working, but because they understand something most people don't: human behavior. You see, people like to believe they make logical decisions, but if you observe them long enough, you'll notice a different reality. People don't react to facts, they react to feelings, they react to status, they react to perception. And once you understand that, the world starts looking very different. So let me show you 3 psychological rules that quietly shape success, influence, and human behavior. Rule number 1: never make people feel replaceable. Imagine 2 employees. Both are equally intelligent. Both are equally skilled. Both work equally hard. But 10 years later, one becomes a leader. The other remains stuck. Why? The first employee walks into every meeting determined to prove he's the smartest person in the room. He corrects his manager, points out mistakes, challenges authority, and makes sure everyone knows how capable he is. Technically, he's often right, but there's a problem. Human beings are deeply sensitive to status. Deep inside every hierarchy, whether it's a company, a family, a friendship, or even a social group, people want to feel important. They want to feel valued. They want to feel secure in their position. The moment someone begins feeling threatened around you, their brain stops asking, "How valuable is this person?" and starts asking, "How dangerous is this person?" And once that shift happens, everything changes. The second employee understands this. He doesn't hide his abilities, but he presents them differently. He gives credit. He shows respect. He makes people feel included rather than replaced. And because of that, people want him around. Remember this: people rarely reward those who make them feel small. They reward those who make them feel important. That's not weakness, that's psychology. Rule number 2: trust actions, distrust charm. Now here's something most people learn too late. Your brain is surprisingly easy to fool. Not because you're unintelligent, but because your brain evolved to make quick judgments. A confident voice, a warm smile, strong eye contact, the ability to make you feel understood. All of these things create trust, or at least the feeling of trust. But here's the dangerous part: the feeling of trust and actual trustworthiness are not the same thing. Every year, people place their faith in charismatic leaders, smooth talkers, convincing salespeople, persuasive friends, not because they prove themselves, but because they created a strong emotional impression. And human beings often mistake emotional impressions for evidence. That's why some people repeatedly end up disappointed. They trusted personality instead of behavior, charm instead of consistency, words instead of actions. The truth is simple. Actions are difficult to fake over long periods of time. Words are not. So when you're judging someone's character, don't ask, "How do they make me feel?" Ask, "What have they consistently done?" Because behavior reveals reality. Everything else is marketing. Rule number 3: the less people know about your plans, the more power you keep. Most people love talking about what they're going to do, their future business, their future success, their future goals, their future transformation. And for a moment, talking about it feels good. It feels productive. It feels like progress. But psychology reveals something interesting. The brain often rewards intention before achievement. Simply telling people about a goal can create a small sense of satisfaction, a feeling that something has already been accomplished, even when nothing has happened yet. But that's only part of the problem. The moment people know your plans, they begin influencing them. Some will doubt you, some will criticize you, some will project their fears onto you, and some will unintentionally distract you. Suddenly, your attention is divided. You're no longer focused entirely on execution. You're managing reactions. The most strategic individuals understand this. They speak less, observe more, work quietly, and let results do the talking. Think about a chess player. The most dangerous move is rarely the one everyone sees coming. It's the one nobody notices until it's already happened. The same principle applies to life. Sometimes the strongest strategy is silence. Final thought. If you study human behavior long enough, a pattern begins to emerge. People want status. People trust feelings more than evidence. And people reveal far more than they should. Most people spend their entire lives reacting to these psychological forces. A smaller group learns to recognize them, and an even smaller group learns to use that understanding to navigate the world more effectively. The difference between those groups often determines who gets ignored and who gains influence, because success is rarely just about intelligence. It's about understanding the invisible forces that drive human behavior. And once you start seeing those forces, you start seeing the world in a way most people never will.